can't stop till it's over. It's destruction at Dover. You got TPP in the lead. He'd be searching for maximum speed. You got time on a tear. Well, this first wind come right there. You know, Mouse be getting hungry. He'd be looking for his lunch. Don't miss the corner. You'll be Captain Crunch. It's destruction at Dover. It ain't over till it's over. It's the Monster Mile. We gonna be here for a while. You got Droctor in high pursuit. He's looking for a shorter route. You got Cal on fire. He don't care about no tire. He'll burn it to the ground just to make it go round as the concrete clash. You know we be racing for the cash. You can't stop till it's over. It's destruction at Dover. You got Dustin in 5th place. You know that man came to race. You got a field full of fury. You know they beat a judge in the jury. It's the concrete clash. You know we be racing for the cash. You can't stop till it's over. It's destruction at Dover. You know, Miles, we getting hungry. He be looking for his lunch. Don't miss the corner or you'll be Captain Crunch. It's destruction at Dover. It ain't over till it's over. It's the Monster Mile. We gonna be here for a while. It's the concrete clash. You know we be racing for the cash. You can't stop till it's over. It's destruction at Dover. It ain't over till it's over. It's destruction at Dover. It ain't over till it's over. It's destruction at Dover. It's the concrete clash.
Hi, I'm Dan, owner of Tint World Universal City. Today is our grand opening. We have about 150 to 200 people here. We also had the mayor come, did a ribbon cutting.
This gentleman next to me really lives up to the top billing that he has.
Had some Ferraris, some monster trucks, just a myriad of all kinds of vehicles here. We also had a lot of fun, music, pizza, food, and then we kind of wrapped up in the afternoon with a really cool demonstration on some line dancing. So we got everybody up and having some fun, and just really had a great day.
Thank you, Taylor.
One of the greatest things about today's event was really just having the general public come in and find out. Had no idea that we do so many things in addition to window tint. What I really appreciated was the ability to go through and walk people through the differences in our products, let them understand we have several offerings available so that they can pick where they fit within their budget and what they're wanting to do to their car. So I really appreciated the questions people had, and then as they come and they start to engage, their eyes open up and they're comprehending. We really have some cool stuff to offer.
I spoke with Gilbert. Gilbert said, bring it on down. Let me see what you've got. And I've only had it for 2 days, but I already want to put lights. I want to put wrap. And what surprised me about them is the first thing he said, he goes, you're in Texas. You need to put tint. You need to be concerned about the comfort first. Then you want to flash it, pimp it out. You know what I mean? That's cool. He didn't try to upsell me to the expensive stuff right away.
I also really enjoyed just being able to engage with all the folks that brought their cars. It was just a blast to spend some time with the community and show our appreciation to the people that brought their cars, and then vice versa. They were able to come in and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea there was a store that offered all these different kinds of services. For me personally, I want to become the go-to place in Northeast San Antonio. We already are making big dents within the community, and to offer all of the products and services that we do with excellent installation and unbelievable pricing. We just keep hearing the feedback from all of you folks out there that the value we offer is just one of the best value propositions in the market.
He's doing a great job. You know, I'm really proud of his business.
Alrighty, everyone, welcome to Dover Raceway as we get ready to go racing here tonight in the Nationwide Truck Series here, presented by Tint World, and of course, the Monster Mile 200 brought to you by Droctor Keys, Crackhead Records as we get ready to go here tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. Before we go racing, let's take a look at the championship points coming into tonight. We'll take a look at those into round number 5 here tonight, and here you go. You can see on your screen now, Tony Brake Brewer on the points lead right now, 30 points over Ty Smith and a few more behind him. Thank you for joining us here as we get ready qualifying. Wrapping up here tonight. Thank you guys for coming out here this evening. The field will get ready to go momentarily. Qualifying wrapping up. Actually, the track is clear, and we are ready to go. Monster Mile here tonight. Miles the Monster will be on hand here tonight. Who is going to defy Miles? Who is it going to be to go to victory lane? We'll find out all and everything here within moments here tonight. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Field is ready to rock and roll. Less than a minute left. Right now, it looks like Matt going to be there in third. A couple more back there as well. Dustin Stevens. We got a good field of trucks. Tony Brake Brewer right now on the pole here tonight. Thank you guys for coming out as we get ready to go to get this one underway. Miles the Monster Destruction at Dover. That might be the name of the song, and that might be what happens here tonight. This place will bite you. You spin around here, usually you're going to end up in the inside wall. That's 90% of the time where you're going to end up. Truck usually comes down the hill, smacks that bottom wall, and when it does, usually heavy-duty contact for your race truck. There's not many times you're going to get away with it here tonight. Again, this race, 200 laps here tonight, going to be a good one. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Sorry I had to jump off the air early last week due to weather. That's just unfortunate. We're going to get ready to kick it over, though, to get your starting lineup here tonight for this one at the Monster. Field going to get gridded up, ready to go here tonight, and we'll get them gridded on the front row and get this thing underway. I hope everybody's ready for what should be a fun one here tonight at Dover, Delaware. And oh man, this should be a good one here tonight. Dover, Delaware, gonna have your hands full. Matt right there should be ready to go. So there is Matt as well. Justin right there. Here is Matt. Let's get a camera on him. And let's take a look at where everybody does start here tonight. Here is your starting lineup for Dover, the Monster Mile 200. Tony Brake Brewer alongside Jimmy. Then Matt there in third. Justin going to roll fourth tonight. Fifth going to be Kel Eckhart and Doug, or otherwise known as the Droc, right there in sixth. Seventh is Eddie. Eighth is Edward. Ninth is Jacob Brownhead. 10th is Ronald Romero. 11th, Ty Smith tonight. Dustin Stevens rolls off 12th. 13th, Brian Brooks. Not here tonight, Tracy Bethel. The truck didn't make it down here. Hauler broke down on its way down to the racetrack. Does not make it to Delaware here tonight. Again, for those watching here, Matt blinking in and out pretty badly. That's a little bit disturbing. There's Ty. But for those watching here tonight, keep in mind we go into our off break 1 week from tonight. So keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to bring you to a commercial really quick. We got to fix audio really quickly here. Don't go anywhere. iRacing reset our audio. When it does that, it tends to mess with things. We're not going to miss the start, however. We're going to get this done here tonight. All right, truck's going to come through 3 and 4. Thank you, Droctor, for covering me there as we are ready to go out of turn number 4 this next time by. Ready to rock. Green flag in the air. Let's go. We are racing here at Dover. We're underway. Everybody will spread out here early. Here tonight, head for turn 1. You really got to take care of these trucks here early. We know it's going to be a long one here tonight, but you've got to take care of it. 3 wide there for a moment behind them. Just got to take care of these things, man. You cannot make a mistake. Jimmy up front right now, battling with Tony to exit lap number 1. The first lap in the books here. Brian Brooks back here. Brooksy, Dustin Stevens back to 10th or 13th right now. TBB for second. TBB going to try to jump to the bottom. TBB in a total different paint scheme this week. Interesting paint on that truck. Jimmy out front leading. Justin to third. That's the way they run right now. Justin going to fall in line right there behind them. Justin will set Steele into the top 3. Again, 3 laps in to what would be the 200 here tonight. Circulating around, Matt right there. Jimmy there as well. Out front, TBB right there behind him. Here comes Justin. Justin gonna set in line. Kelly there. Here comes Matt. Eddie back there in line also. Eddie setting about right into that top 4 here tonight. Matt. Early here tonight. Again, 5 laps into your 200 lap event. Jimmy continuing to lead. Jimmy, however, has got company right there behind him. It is TBB. Tony Blake Brewer got his wind spell cut short last week. Let's see if he can redeem himself here tonight. Right here at Darlington, or at Dover. Justin Paulson up top. Kale gonna fall in line behind him. Here comes Kale down the back straightaway right now. Kale trying to close on the back of Justin at the moment. Ty Smith there in the mix also. So what can you do here early? There's Doug looking at old Droc/Doug behind Eddie. Everybody single filed out here. We'll look for tire wear. Now the battle heating up front. The 18 of Jimmy. Back to Tony. Is Tony going to sneak through? He slid through, got the lead. Let's go back and take a look at it. Tony going to size up Jimmy here into 4. Gets to the inside and clears him. New race leader, Tony Blake Brewer. Good run by Tony there. Got that car going. Did a heck of a job there. 9 laps of 200 complete. Now Jimmy gonna fall behind. So what can you do here? You're 9 laps in. Looks like Justin gonna smack the wall maybe a little bit with Jimmy there off of turn number 2. But single file, and it's Edward back to 13th. Dustin to 12th. Brian Brooks, Jacob Ronald, and Ty Smith trying to go side by side with Droc right now. Droc gonna put the pressure on Ty. Here we go. Droc gonna go to the bottom. He'll pick it up alongside. Car in the wall, big wreck. Big problem behind Drock. Ty Smith involved. Smith hard in the wall. Let's take a look here early here tonight. One truck gonna get into the fence. You said it best, destruction at Dover. Caution flag out. So first one of the evening here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna step away for a side-by-side. First yellow of the night here this evening. See if this side-by-side deal works, we'll find out. See what we got here. See what we can do. Folks, hang tight.
Hi, I'm Dan, owner of Tint World Universal City. Today is our grand opening. We have about 150 to 200 people here. We also had the mayor come, did a ribbon cutting.
This gentleman next to me really lives up to the top billing that he has.
Had some Ferraris, some monster trucks, just a myriad of all kinds of vehicles here. We also had a lot of fun, music, pizza, food, and then we kind of wrapped up in the afternoon with a really cool demonstration on some line dancing. So we got everybody up and having some fun, and just really had a great day.
Take your tail feather.
One of the greatest things about today's event was really just having the general public come in and find out. Had no idea that we do so many things in addition to window tint. What I really appreciated was the ability to go through and walk people through the differences in our products, let them understand. We have several offerings available so that they can pick where they fit within their budget and what they're wanting to do to their car. So I really appreciated the questions people had, and then as they come and they start to engage, their eyes open up and they're comprehending. We really have some cool stuff to offer.
I spoke with Gilbert. Gilbert said, bring it on down. Let me see what you've got. And I've only had it for 2 days, but I already want to put lights. I want to put wrap. And what surprised me about them is the first thing he said, he goes, you're in Texas. You need to put tint. You need to be concerned about the comfort first. Then you want to flash it, pimp it out. You know what I mean? That's cool. He didn't try to upsell me to the expensive stuff right away.
I also really enjoyed just being able to engage with all the folks that brought their cars. It was just a blast to spend some time with the community and show our appreciation to the people that brought their cars, and then vice versa. They were able to come in and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea there was a store that offered all these different kinds of services. For me personally, I want to become the go-to place in Northeast San Antonio. We already are making big dents within the community, and to offer all of the products and services that we do with excellent installation and unbelievable pricing. We just keep hearing the feedback from
All right, back from the yellow break and side-by-side break. Folks at home, what did you think? You like the side-by-side? You hate it? Tell me what you think here. Whether to keep it or not, but we're about to go back to green. Speaking of keeping it going, we're about to get this race back underway after the first yellow of the night. 2 by 2, Tony up there, ready to go with Jimmy back there behind him. So Tony and Jimmy ready to go. Green flag in the air. Let's do it. We're back up to speed. Side by side, headed for turn 1. First caution of the night in the books. Catching up here, Ty Smith 1 lap down. So is Eddie right now 1 lap down also. So Ty back there 1 lap down as they'll roll their way through. Kale, Justin. There's Jimmy. There's Tony. So right now, Tony back out front, trying to bring this thing through yet again. Man, what a run for TBB right now. So right now, it's TBB out front now. A little bit of blinking behind him at the moment. Matt there as well, single file. Taking a look, Jimmy the second. Justin the third. Kill. Matt there in the mix also. Doug, Ronald, Matt there into the top 5. So again, we're 17 laps in. Again, so far so good. Taking a look there, it's going to be TBB over Jimmy. That's the gap out front. So very early. Oh, what a blinking there going on. TBB hanging on. Taking a look, TBB right there behind him. Jimmy, Justin side by side with Kale. Kale gonna try to take over the spot right here. So Kale gonna make the move stick. He'll go low and clear. So 18 laps in, Kale will move his way to 3rd. But Kale does indeed move his way to P3 here tonight. Justin, though, with Tony Brewer continuing to pull away. Brian Brooks, Dustin Stevens back in 10th. Edward 11th again. Eddie 12th, 1 lap down, and Ty 13th, 1 lap down. So there you have it. We're 20 laps into the 200, 180 laps to go here tonight in the Dover 1 yellow in the first 20. There we go. We're 21 laps in. Taking a look here. Ronald and Matt side by side. Matt will fall in front of Droc. Droc going to close the gap down there. Oh, big slide right in front of Droctor and Matt. That was Ronald that got all sorts of out of shape there for a moment. So just about get that car into trouble. And that car had to hang on. Now we're 22 of 200 complete. You see Justin to 4th, Matt to 6th, Droc to 7th. Ty Smith back there with Eddie and Edward, your top 10. Dustin Stevens, Brian Brooks there as well. So far, so good out of the camp here tonight. The Ty right there, there's Ty. Tony there as well. So far, so good. We're 24 laps on the board. Kale gonna jump behind him. Justin Polson there as well. Dustin Stevens back into 10th. 9th is Brian Brooks. Hanging tight, and everybody gonna run the bottom. Last time by, 24.2 was the lap time. 23.8 was your fastest lap time of the night. So very interesting how the tire fall off already starting to happen here. Quarter part of this first 100 lap opening run. Brooks, single filed out. Smith back there. Here comes Edward. Here comes Dustin into 10th. Trying to hang on as well. So again, Kale continuing to lead. Or to go to 3rd, Tony to the lead. Jimmy to 2nd. There is Kale and Ronald. Matt to 5th. So again, we're 28 laps of 200 in. Single file right now. Tony out front. single file. There's Justin, Doug, Jacob, Brian Brooks there as well. Jimmy the second. Tony out front. Taking a look at everybody, single file, taking a look at Droc back here in a bit of a heated battle. That's Justin Paulson. So the Heat picking up rear of the pack now. There's the 7 of Jacob trying to hold on. So Jacob gonna go top side there. Droctor able to work the bottom. Droctor K starting to close there on Matt for a top 5 here. Truck turning to the bottom pretty well. Droc able to really get that truck to turn. Clears the 37 of Justin. Here we go. Jimmy there as well. Man, taking a look at, oh, Jimmy blinking. But blinking out of Jimmy, that's never good. Some internet issues there possibly for Jimmy. But right as we run tonight, TBB out front, continuing to lead right now. Jimmy, Hale, Ronald, there is Matt in the top 5 here. Here we go again, taking a look, Droc squaring up the tailgate right now. Try to make a run at it. Trying really hard to square it up and get a run going here. Can't, however. Justin, Brian. Right there as well. And what a run. Taking a look right now, you see Droc, Matt, Ronald side by side. And look, everybody fighting pretty hard here. There's Matt into the top 5. Droc. Oh, Cardinal wall there. That was that was Ronald there, got in the wall pretty hard. So Ronald gonna lose some ground. Got in the outside wall, hangs on to it, but oh, got into it again. Wow. So we got a bunch of beating and banging right here against that outside wall. You gotta be careful not to get up there and get a piece of that top side. Your truck's not gonna like it if you do. TBB, the TBB man, back out front. He opened this season with 3 straight wins. Week 4 didn't go his way, but he's out back here at Dover. And keep in mind, the logo up top will not change for some reason. We're not sure why. I apologize, but there's not much I can do. It won't change over. I'll have it fixed for next week. That is obviously Darlington's logo, but I cannot get it to rotate. We'll have it fixed for the next race. Not sure what's causing that. Kale there as well, and then it's Mr. Matt Doug in there in line also. There we go, hanging tight, doing everything we can here. Tony Brewer continuing to lead right now. So now, 39 to 200 complete. Matt, Jimmy, Jacob back here hanging on. Big side car in the wall, Stevens above. Dustin Stevens. Wow, big slide there, got in the outside wall. Man, what a battle here. We're 41 laps in to 200 here tonight. Ronald there dropping to the bottom. Oh, Ronald having a problem. He's around front straight away. Hang on to it, buddy. Oh, and the outside wall too. Truck completely busted. Bottom, top, bottom. Make sure traffic gets by and clear here. Now he'll straighten it back out, but that could have been disaster. Straightened it back out here. TBB right there continuing to lead right at the moment. Pulling away right now. The TBB continuing to hold on. Pulling away right at the moment. Folks, we're going to try to update this because it's bugging me. My OCD is kicking in. I know it don't bother you guys too bad. So while we do that, let's go ahead and go over here. And we'll try to update this one more time because it is just absolutely driving me nuts. Again, I apologize, but right now, TBB out front. We'll watch him go around here. Yeah, so TBB. Try to force this update one more time real quick. TBB continuing to lead, doing everything he can right now. Let's go see if we can force an update, shall we? But how quick is Tony Brake Brewer to pull away out front like that? Again, guys, I do apologize. I'm working as quick as I can here. If I can switch it over. Force the update. Now, TBB, though, he is quick here tonight. What a fight we got on our hands. This man, not only could he win two championships in a row at this rate, but man, if you're Tony, just absolutely insane. Now, but what a battle this field continues to have here tonight. It's not going to let me do it. That's unfortunate. Man. Let's do this one more time here. But man, TBB just absolutely dominating. Keeping that truck on rails, just riding around. Nobody else really doing anything. We'll take a look through the field here. Everybody just continuing to do what they can do. If you're Tony. We're going to try this one more time, and I'm going to bring it over the way back regardless. I'm sorry, folks. It broke on me, and I'm attempting to get it to update, but it's not looking too good, honestly. They updated the ATVO right before the broadcast tonight because they picked the worst time to do it. Starting to annoy me. Anyway. Miles the Monster. Let's see. Export. Let's see if we got it fixed. As TBB continues to lead. There we go. All right, we're going to fire the overlay back up. As you can see, TBB out front, continuing to pull away. This is so impressive. That even Tony can just run away like this. But I mean, to be fair, it's been like this for weeks. What can you do, though? I mean, He's so quick. We got a couple of trucks diving down. He is so absolutely quick. What can anybody do? And now TBB gonna make his stop as we stay on it. All right, hopefully, get up there. There we go, Tony Brickbrewer, pit road. What? Okay. All right, folks, the overlay system is still acting up at the moment, but it's TBB on pit road. But I can't give you an overlay as it has crashed, unfortunately. So right now we're continuing to roll. What? Let's check here as they continue to rock through. Everybody hanging tight. All right, folks, so stay with me. TBB continuing to lead here. We're back out on track. We're going to try to get your timing and scoring back going here momentarily. So the issue here is, guys, I don't have timing and scoring at the moment. We're desperately trying to get that fixed. So just bear with us here. Oh boy. So right now, everybody continuing to roll. They'll work their way around here. Again, we're 200 laps in here, or I think about 50 laps in here tonight without timing and scoring, making it a little bit difficult. There we go. Holy cow. Folks, do we have timing and scoring? We do. Dustin Stevens out front. What in the world? So Stevens out front. Jimmy back there as well. There's Jimmy. We got timing and scoring at least on one end, as we are 58 laps in here tonight. Wow, okay. What a mess here as we continue to roll. It's right around the top of the racetrack they'll go. We gotta shut this down again and reopen it. We gotta try to fix this. So right now, it's still early on here tonight. Right now, you can see slower trucks there up top, trying to hang on. The slower trucks there continuing to hang tight. Lap traffic there, it's going to mix things up there with the worn tires, everything that goes on there. So they got to just hang tight here and keep rolling. Oh, big slide. Right now, everybody continuing to fight through. And now more trucks to pit road here tonight. All right, and we get it back up and running. I do apologize. We do have it back. I do apologize about that. That was a fight with timing and scoring and a half. More trucks to pit road here. Taking a look, Edward down pit road. Everybody else behind them. Jimmy. Tony there, sneaking around, still on the lead, out front. Right now, Jimmy there as well. There you go, there's Tony out front, pulling back away again. There we go. Jimmy holding serve. Kale. Justin. TBB out front. So TBB continuing to pull away. So TBB continuing to hold right now. Nice run there to second. Kale to third. Justin to fourth. You know look there, Tony Drake Brewer continuing to lead. So Tony hanging tight here. Tony Blake Brewer continuing to pull away right now. So Tony pulling away, doing a great job. Jimmy, Kale, Justin, Matt back there. Brian Brooks holding on as well. But Brian Brooks back to sixth. So again, we're still single file here tonight. Brock there to seventh, 71 laps in. Ronald to eighth. Edward to ninth. 10th is Jacob Broadhead as well. So right now we hold for the moment 72 laps in. Ty Smith down 12 laps down. Ty in big trouble here tonight. So Smith just trying to fight his way through here this evening. Let's do a little bit of ride along here. Let's hop on board with Jimmy and do a little crank it up right here at Dover. All right, sorry about that, folks. Had to step out of the booth for a moment. We are back and rolling. EBB out front. Thank you guys for sticking with me there for a moment as I continue to roll. We're 83 laps in here at Dover, and the destruction at Dover played out at least once here tonight. But now we're kind of in that single file run here this evening. Ronald Edward there as well. Brian Brooks. Tony Brake Brewer continuing to pull away, doing a tremendous job. There's Jimmy right there in second now. About 4 seconds back. Everybody else gonna sit there and hang tight the best they can. Matt there with Justin there as well. So now we're 85 laps in. Dustin Stevens, Drock there to 10th, holding on. The Monster Mile 200 here tonight. Eddie to 12th here, taking a look tight, 12 laps down. Eddie 2 laps down, and then of course Dustin. Tony checking out. No real battles right now. Everybody pretty much on their own here tonight right now. Taking a look at Matt holding serve as we're inching towards halfway here tonight. 87 laps in of the 200. Hale, Jimmy, right there as well. TBB, Brooks, Justin, Matt there holding serve. So it's Kel to third, and Jimmy to second right now. Tony holding on, setting still with Kel back to third and Matt to fourth. What about Matt's run here tonight? Matt having a pretty smooth run right now into fourth position and sitting there here tonight. Justin Paulson to fifth. Brian Brooks to sixth tonight. Ronald sitting in seventh. 1 lap down along with Brian Brooks. Just so quick is Tony Brake Brewer. The gap now 5 seconds back to Jimmy, and then of course Cale back from him about 1 second as well, and Ty just continuing to lose laps here tonight not going Ty's way at all. So TBB just circulating here, doing a tremendous job keeping these trucks rolling. Drock getting some energy there. Go Blake out of Amanda. How are you, Amanda? Man, it's just so interesting to see how all this pans out here tonight. Giving Drock that energy. Drock right now back to ninth. 3 laps down after everything. Just off of pit road, a little bit of different tire strategy for Drock. And that's the thing, you do green flag stops here at Dover, it'll jump up there and get you. So his strategy gonna have to play into his hands if he wants it to work out here. So TBB, and he's not too far behind him. Let's take a look at Drock's last lap time. Let's see if his strategy's actually paying off lap time wise. 24.1 to a 24.9. So he's gaining about a second a lap here with this pit stop strategy he's on. He just needs yellows here to bunch them back up. kind of give him a shot at it once it cycles through. Jimmy right there. Very interesting Dover race. How it's all kind of playing out here is very, very interesting to me. And right now, everybody just doing what they can do, right? They're not pushing the issue, if you will, at all. They're absolutely not really trying to manage tires, manage their truck, take everything one moment at a time. 200 laps here at Dover, it's quite the challenge, and we're seeing it here tonight. EBB hanging tight. Discord quiet here tonight. Again, we need to get some interviews going if we can get some cautions here tonight. PBB, Jimmy there into second. Everybody spread apart by about at least a second or two per position. Just a very weird Dover race. You don't see many Dovers get this long green flag run to it. But here tonight, they're doing it. And the tire wear, they're down to 25s for Kale. Let's check on Drock there, 24.5. So he's a half a second faster a lap than the guys on older tires. So, and that's the thing, right? You got to figure that in. Tony right there. Jimmy as well. Kale, Matt, Brian right there as well. So you got everybody hanging on. And what we're going to do now is go to commercial, and this time around, instead of our folks over at Tint World, we'll let you listen in here. A little bit of a commercial break. I'm testing these out. And this time we're going to listen to some tunes from our friends over at Droctor Cage Crackhead Records as we work lap 100 here tonight of, what's this, lap 100 of 101 this time by Tony Brewer continuing to lead here tonight. Let's see what we're going to play on here tonight. Let's do Must See Energy. Let's do that one. All right, there you go. Let's go listen in to some Must See Energy here tonight as we get ready to fire it back up. And it's going to be kind of weird. There's no screen for the music video as trucks come to pit road. We're going to hold on that. Trucks pit road cycle heating up. We'll get to some Must See Energy here in a moment. But right now, Cal down pit road. We'll hold on that for a moment. Drock buddy or Drocky's wife. Drock's wife. There we go. We'll go with this one. Drocky's wife, if you've got a copy on me, have Drock hit me up through the week. We'll come up with something to put in the box for him. I got his music, but there's no video for me to play for side by side. But meanwhile, Cal to pit road. Here we go. He'll hit a stop on pit road this time by. So there we go. They'll slide down to pit road here tonight. Matt there as well. There we go. Interesting how it's working. There we go. Brian off of pit road as well. Let's see if Droctor K's man himself, if this strategy kind of plays out as trucks come on and off of pit road here tonight. Justin to 6. So you got a lot more in this pit cycle trying to get down. Tony Brewer out front right now. Still yet to hit pit road. Last time by, ran a 25.355. Dr. K trying to move it forward. Tony yet to come down. When does he hit pit road here on this cycle? So if you're Drock, you're gonna have, or if you're Tony, you're gonna have to hit pit road pretty soon. Jimmy on pit road now. So that pretty much leaves one truck, and that's Tony. And Tony will come down right here to the box to complete. Now I'm interested to see, where does this cycle Drock? He was 3 laps down when all this started. He's going to come through and get a lap back here, I think. That's going to be 2 laps down. See if he can get back to 1 down at least. Tony's on pit road, ain't even got to his box yet. So this should cycle Drock back to being 1 lap down. We shall see. Edward down pit road. Where's Tony at? There's Drock out of 4. Tony's still in his stall. Tony will get ready to leave his stall. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy off of turn 4. Let's see what this cycle's out to be. Drock, Tony leaving his stall now. Drock over here on the back straightaway, so he'll be 1 1/4 laps down. But the trouble is, he's still got 2 trucks in front of him, 1 lap down as well. He's really going to need a caution. Jimmy trying to get around here to get by Tony. Not going to be enough here. Tony just on rails. Just whooping this field tonight. Giving them old spanking there in that 20 truck. Kale right now in a little bit of a battle. We got some heat on the racetrack now. Kale and Justin going at it. That's 4th and 3rd on the racetrack respectively. Be very interesting between those 2 trucks. Kale trying to stay with Justin here. Try to pick up that 3rd spot if he can. Can't really do much here. He's kind of bogged down. He'll have to drop down. See if he can come up with something. Down to the bottom he goes. 2 by 2 and clear. So nice job. He's going to get clear here. So there you go. That'll be a pass on the racetrack. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Matt hanging on. Ronald. Droctor K back there again. Come to 1 lap down. Justin there hanging on to 4th. So it's going to be very interesting how all this works out as we move forward here tonight. At least 1 more stop for the, or at least 2 more, I do believe, stops for these trucks. Very, very interesting here, Kale. Nice, nice and easy. Tony pulling away. Kale back there as well. Ryan Brooks holding on. Justin Brooks right now, Justin Broadhead. What does he do? He's got Drock now pit road. So now Drock's cycle going to go the other way. He's got to come back to pit road. 4 tires and fuel, and he's going to lose time here again. So now is the other end of that cycle. He didn't catch the yellow. He needed to kind of help him out. 112 on the board. Justin Stevens, Justin Broadhead. Drock gonna roll off the pit road again. Back to 4 laps down now for Drock. I promise you, these guys were not expecting to have long green flag runs like this at Dover, but a very clean race. 1 incident very early on in the first 20 laps. Ever since then, we've been over 80 laps green here tonight in Dover. Not any signs of that slowing down at all here tonight. Justin. Here comes Matt as well. Taking a look. Kale the second. Kale in the 1, but right now Kale, what's that, 15 seconds back off your leader? There's a shot TBB could lap the whole field here tonight if we stay green. Crazy if that's even an opportunity here tonight. Man. So right now, everybody just kind of trying to play their different strategies, but really only 2 that I see major. Drock on that opposite strategy, just not working for him. Do we get a yellow at some point here to kind of batch this whole field back up together? That would make a big difference in what we're seeing. Droctor K. Jacob. Justin. And you see it there with Kel at third. Justin Stevens back there in 11th. He's 5 laps down right now. It's so interesting to see how it works when you're in the situation to where, you know, you get these longer runs you don't expect to have, and now everybody just trying to figure it out on the fly. Kale. Justin. Held a second here. Or held a third. Looking for 120 on the board this time by a little bit tight there. Hale up to a back bumper of another truck here. But lap traffic, we got a truck down pit road as well, and here we come, Dustin Stevens and more. Back down pit road yet again. Tires most likely on these pickups. Here's where it gets dicey here. Trucks on different sets of tires. That really picks it up here. Man, got to be careful. Ty Smith there on pit road as well. Very interesting race here tonight. I mean, we have been green from pretty much the get-go. So again, there we go. Stevens, Ty, Eddie, Dustin now off of pit road. Matt there as well. And so you can take a look here. If you're TBB and you've got the gap that you got, right? You're looking at a 8-second gap over Jimmy, 15 seconds to third. He can really just dictate the pace. Last time by 24.61. Just got to be careful with the faster trucks that are now on fresh tires, including Dustin Stevens, Eddie, really the two big ones on fresher tires. Even though their laps down, they will be quicker than your leaders right now. So there, you got to kind of be careful with that. Just the speed difference can get you in trouble. You really don't want to put your race in jeopardy. You got the one fast repair. But again, if you're leading this thing the way he is, you don't want to put it in jeopardy by getting ran over or anything. Matt back there to fourth. Good run. He'll jump into the top four. Matt to fifth and fourth with Justin there. Justin going to try to fight back. Justin on the low side here. He'll run the inside. Keep that truck rolling to the bottom. Matt, Kale, 126 complete here tonight. So there you have it. 127 this time through. Man, very, very hard work. You see now trucks off of pit road. Tony Blake Brewer continuing to lead. So Tony Blake Brewer has had a dominant night so far here tonight. Jimmy, Kale, Matt, Justin, right there hanging tight. Trying to stay with Matt. Now is Matt going to take that spot away, move himself back to fourth? And there's some of the trucks on fresher Goodyears, even though they're laps down here, trying to peek their way through this traffic. And that's the problem. You got lap down trucks with brand new tires. They're going to have to just creep through here. Well, there we go, single flag. There we go, TBB, Jimmy. There with Kale, Tony. Single file, we're 32 laps. Right now, 132 of the 200 complete. So it's going to be Kale, it's going to be Matt, it's going to be Justin right there as well. And then you've got some of those trucks that are deeper in the pack with fresher Goodyear Eagles, but they're laps down. And they're going to have to fight their way through this thing. So again, there's only so much you can do. You see, whoa, there's a good example of those faster trucks coming by. You know, they're laps down, but they got that speed on them right now with the fresher rubbers on the tires right here. Tony, Jimmy, Kale, top three all spread apart. And then there's no real big-time battles. It's just a situation of a lot of, you know, trucks that are laps down with tires on them trying to pick their way through some of the slower trucks that haven't stopped yet, just because Dover puts so much wear on tires. It kind of lends you to this situation. But I cannot believe we have went this far green at Dover. This is a little bit insane to me. One of the better races you'll see at the Monster Mile. I mean, granted, TBB's kind of dominating it right now. Unless something major happens to Tony, you know, with the gap he's got over Jimmy of about 8.4 seconds right now at Dover, almost a half a lap. He's in pretty good shape. That's the question, right? Like, how much is he really pushing the truck? How much is all these things? And do we see a late race caution? Or do you have a pit road mishap where a truck kind of slides through its stall or misses pit road altogether? Or, you know, you've got these limitless things that can go wrong when we talk about Dover. Pit road, not an easy place to get on. So you got to kind of keep that in mind as well. I mean, I look at it and I go, so many things can happen. Jimmy just sitting there 9.2 back. Let's take a look here at some of the fresh tire guys, see how they're doing. There's Eddie. Oh, Eddie actually going to come back down here. So Eddie going to dive back on pit road. See how early Eddie's getting down? That's the safe way to enter pit road here. You might lose a little bit of time, but that's a lot safer than trying to come off the banking late and get down. Man, that could have been massive if you try to do that. You get off that bank and get to, and Eddie's actually got a black flag. Well, Eddie, you're not, it's just not going your way, bud. He got down pit road fine, but taking a look here, last time by Droctor, 25 or for Droctor, I think. Yep. So Droctor 25.540. Okay, and the last time by Jimmy 24.7. So now that speed difference has kind of equated itself back out a little bit. You just gotta manage that. Taking a look, Justin, back here on pit road. Here we go again. More trucks starting their cycle. There goes Justin down pit road right here. Very interesting move there by Justin. So Justin makes the call to come down. So Justin down pit road, 4 tires and fuel. So again, he'll be on fresh tires now. There we go. There's Doug, aka Drock, gonna pick up a spot here as Justin exiting pit road. It's kind of been the same thing here all night, just kind of manage tire strategy, tire wear, and the things we've talked about. And so far, so good. There's Jimmy. Dale. So we're 145 laps into this one. $146 this time by. Taking a look, slow truck there. That's Jimmy on the old tires. P2, but nothing he can do right now. And again, without some, we've got to be getting closer to TBB's next stop. Without some type of mishap here, he's looking pretty good right now. Just shy of 150 this time. 148 as they work their way through. So this 200-miler at Dover flying by, where if you're just joining us, we've had one incident on the night. And the field just took off and left it the rest of the way. Very interesting to how this is working out. There's Jimmy, there's Tony. Right there as well. There we go, Drock gonna peel off again. Drock on a total different strategy here than anybody else. Drock electing to jump down pit road. Taking a look, there's Jimmy, there's Tony. Tony hanging tight around the bottom. So Tony over Jimmy right at the moment. So we're 150 laps in, 50 laps to go here this evening. Can Jimmy do anything? He's 12 seconds back. Kale 1 lap down now. And will it be possible? Can Tony lap the whole field here tonight and smoke them all? Trap them all 1 lap down. At this rate, he may be able to do it. He's just getting after it here. About 10 seconds or so away from doing it right here. You see Jimmy off of 4 now. And there is Tony into 3 as Jimmy's into 1. So I mean he's about a half a lap back from P2. And this time by, he's beating him what's that, about 4 or 5, 10, almost a second a lap that time. Jimmy's truck just completely falling off. It's craziness here tonight. Man, only just going and getting it done here. Ryan Brooks on pit road. So Brooks down pit road here. Ryan's like, for the love of goodness, can we get a yellow? Only thing kind of helps him here. So there's Drock. Back in 9th. Ronald in 8th. This could be win number 4 and 5 races there. That would be insane. 4-year race leader here. There we go, Matt down pit road now. That cycle gonna bring Matt back to pit road. He'll get the tires and fuel looked at on that truck. Jimmy. Nice work. Rock there as well. Dustin Stevens down pit road. So Dustin will come down for 4 tires and fuel also here. There's Jimmy. Tony, TBB. Continuing to pull away. Gap right now. Check it, 14.9 seconds. So 14.9 seconds to P2. Wow. Justin. Kale. Drock 5 laps down. Ronald 3 down. Ryan Brooks 3 down. Taking a look right here. EBB now gonna come down 4 tires and fuel for Tony. See how this plays out again as we come closer to 40 to go here tonight. Tony, Jimmy, Justin. Kale. There's Kale right into P3. Still looking for his way through here tonight. EBB pulling away right now. The TBB still checking out. Let's check the gap here. Now I'm kind of invested 17 seconds. I'm invested if he can lap the whole field here tonight. Jacob, Doug. Now Doug back into his rhythm. Back in 9th, Edward up to 8, or Edward Fiddler up to 8th. Matt there to 5th. Here comes Justin. Hell to 3rd. So it's very interesting to see how everything's working here tonight. Jimmy to P2. Jimmy running second, TVB back out front, and no real speed shortage. 24.0 that time by for Tony. 16 seconds up. That last time by 23.7 for Jimmy, but that's not going to be quick enough to run him back down at all. You got to keep that in mind. Justin, Matt, right there hanging on as well. Taking a look, we're 65 laps in at 200 here tonight. Taking a look with Tony, continuing to lead. Jimmy there in second. Jimmy, Tony, your top two. Kill the third. Justin the fourth. Tony now looking at a, what's that, a 16.17 second gap. Right now we're 168 laps in here this evening. TBB pulling away. We're looking at 30 to go. Next time by. EBB, if he's going to do it, he's got about 30 laps to put this whole field a lap down. That'd be insane. Jimmy, Gale, Justin, 30 to go. They're going to work with Justin Paulson there up top. Paulson going to try to cross back over. Tony out there in the mix. Jimmy there as well. Kale, Matt the fifth. So Matt holding on top five right now. Just holding serve at the moment. EBB pulling away, more trucks to pit road. That's going to be Ronald and Brian Brook, or Ronald down pit road, 4 tires and fuel. So 4 tires and fuel for Ronald here. Matt, Justin. What a night here for Tony. Now with a 17-second gap over the field. Taking a look at Kale. Justin, Matt there as well. Jacob. Drock there, pit road. So Drock back to ninth. He'll come to pit road again for tires. This whole off strategy that Drock has ran all evening long has been wild. Tony pulling forward. Justin, pit road here for him again, so his final stop. We just got to keep an eye on Tony. When does he make his final round? Or is he done pitting for the night? Ryan Brooks there as well. So again, it's 178 this time through. Jimmy, Tony. Jimmy taking a look with Kale. They're hanging on. Matt there to fourth. Well, Matt holding on, top 5 finish looking for him here tonight. Would be a great finish for him. Dale, Jimmy, EBB as well. Tony Break Brewer. Taking a look at Jimmy in the top 2. TBB doing everything he can to just manage that truck. He's got the gap now at 21 seconds. It's not quite possible he's going to catch Jimmy and put this whole field a lap down here tonight. He's got a little bit more to do that. Kale taking a look at Jimmy. Great run there. So you're taking a look here, TBB up front. So TBB getting at her. Taking a look, Jimmy there in second, trying to stay close here, but just can't, man. He's got nothing. 21 seconds back. He's tried to close. He's tried to do everything he can. But tonight, it's been an all TBB show here at Dover. Kale is securing third. There's literally, everybody's all spread apart. And I mean, it's been insane. The amount of laps turned here under green. Great job by these guys to even put us in this scenario. You wouldn't think that would happen very often at a place like Dover, but here we are. Edward. Ronald there, Drock there tonight. Stevens looking to come home with a top 10. Jimmy there as well. Taking a look right now, you can see TBB just pulling. There's TBB at 1 lap now. I mean, just insane, squeaking by Jimmy. It's wild. So it's official, TBB 1 lap. The gap between him and the field. Just absolutely wild. Kale. Now to second, Jimmy to third. Kale actually getting by. Good job, Kale. Just sliding by Jimmy for second late. Tires just going away on Jimmy's truck right now, I think. We'll see if Jimmy elects to stay out or come back down. I think with 14 to go, it's most likely just going to stay out at this point. TBB, though the whole field behind him, 1 lap down. Jimmy right there, Kel there as well. I mean, just insanity. Matt looking at a top 4 here tonight. Should be a great one there. We're looking at a top 4 finish here this evening. Brian Brooks going to look at a top 5. Doug there also. Doug in 9th. Interesting night for him. He got on that off strategy. Kept rolling the best he could. Just a wild night here tonight for these guys. Can't make this up. Dustin in 11th. It's Tony Blake Brewer, though, continuing to lead the charge with 10 to go. 10 to go this time by. There we have it. 10 laps to go at Dover. TBB circulating his final 10, and he'll win by a full lap on the field. I can't remember in the last, Edward in the fence there. That could have been big. But I can't remember the last time I've called a driver to beating the field by a lap at any racetrack, much less Dover. That's insane. Absolutely wild. You know, his win streak ended last week, but he's picking right back up again. TBB in line. Tony Blake Brewer in line right now with 6 to go to get, or 7 to go, to right into it yet again. So coming to 7, and TBB, man, I just can't brag on him enough. Nobody really around each other here. A very weird race here tonight, I'll put it that way. TBB continuing to lead. There we go. Jimmy. Tony. 7 to go this time. Matt there as well. There's Matt the 4th. Kale. Jimmy. Insane. We'll come to 5 laps to go for Tony. Nobody can really do much here. Drock, unique night for Drock. We can't forget about that. Got off strategy. But 5 laps to go. TBB just pulling away right now. Ty Smith on pit road. Ty's Knight went away from him as well. So Ty's Knight kind of going away from him, but not Tony or any of the. What about Kel? We've talked about Tony. What about Justin trying to sneak home with a decent finish? Matt in the top 5 as well. So we've got some trucks up here in the top 5 that's looking to have a really great run here tonight. Kel the 3rd. Good run for him. There's Kel with 3 to go. And TBB, man, just absolutely getting her done here. He'll come to see 2 laps to go next time by. So TBB off of turn number 4. Tony Blake Brewer will come through to see 2 laps to go right there. So again, a full lap ahead of the field here tonight. That's insane. Wonderful lap. He'll come by to see the 1 to go this time by. TBB absolutely dominating here. 1 to go here in the Monster Mile 200. TBB gonna come off the back straightaway. Headed for turn 4. Here we go. Coming to the checkered flag. Tony Blake Brewer. Absolutely dominant here tonight. Checkered flag. TBB getting it done here tonight. Wow. Beats them by a lap here. Holy cow. Holy snikes. All right, let's get ready to do our post race here in just a moment. But wow. TBB, man, TBB. Tony Blake Brewer. What a job, TBB. Here tonight, bringing her home. Man. Let's make sure we can get ready to talk to some TBB action. Because, man, alive. Tony just nailed it here tonight. He'll burn it down on the front straight away. TBB by full lap. Let's get ready to talk to him. If we can. Wow, just insanity. Hey, TBB, Matt in the booth, got a copy? You got me there, TBB? We insane. Here tonight. Ooh, wild. Let's see here. There we go. Hey, TBB, Matt in the booth, you got a copy, buddy?
I got you, man.
All righty. How about that, bro? A full
Yeah.
lap.
Man, I got to give all the guys in this race credit, man. They drove an awesome, clean race, and it was great. And I just want to shout out them guys because it was good.
Well, man, how does it feel to beat the field by a lap, man? That's something new.
Yeah, it's up, man. I had a perfect race. I mean, it couldn't have went any better.
Well, man, what did you think? One yellow really on the night. Were you shocked by that?
Yeah, I am, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these guys, they deserve a lot of credit because that was awesome to go 200 laps with one caution. That's something.
There's no way in the world coming into Dover I would have thought that would have even been remotely a thing.
No, me neither, because this place is tough, man. It's tricky to get around, and it's hot and slick this race, and that makes it even tougher. So I'm telling you, they did an awesome job.
Well, man, congratulations. I know you got kind of kicked off your win streak last week, but going into the off week, you're right back to winning again.
Yeah, man, I'm glad I was able to get this truck in victory lane for Silver Waters Pool Construction. If you in the Alabama, Middle Tennessee area and you're looking for a swimming pool, look them up on Facebook or give them a call. They'll fix you up.
There you go, man. Well, congrats, man. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know. That's craziness, man.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I don't either. It was just an awesome race, and it couldn't have went no better for me, man. Everything was just perfect.
All righty, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
TBB, there you go, bub. Yet again, victory lane. All right. Oh, well, let's see if we can talk to Jimmy here. Hey, Jimmy, P2 here tonight, buddy. You got me?
Yeah, man. How's it going, man?
Going well. Well, P2, I mean, a lap down, which is odd to even say, but okay. What up? What a night.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy night. I didn't take fuel on that last run, and I had to save and save and save. So I was probably 2 seconds a lap slower than Tony there on that last 30 laps or so. So really couldn't push it. But, congrats to him. I mean, he's got it dialed in right now, and we're with the new wheel, we're getting there slowly and surely. Just a little bit more fine tuning on it, and hopefully, we'll make it up there. We'll get us a win here soon.
Yes, sir, man. I gotta say that was a unique event here tonight.
To not really have any cautions to think of, especially at Dover. Everybody minded their P's and Q's. The track was really hot. I don't know if it cooled down there at the end, but kind of felt like it once the track rubbered up. It kind of felt like it cooled down a little bit. But there in the start, it was pretty hot, and tire wear just killed us tonight. I mean, I had extreme tire wear and wasn't really thinking that was going to be an issue from the practices we've had and everything else. So we're going to have to go back to the shop, look at it, and see all of our notes and see what we can change differently if we come back here again. But, going to be next week. Looking forward to it again. I believe we're going to Miami, so it's going to be another hot track.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll have just as good as a fun time that we had as tonight.
Well, what do you think going into your off week? What you can do for your off week?
The off week, I think I'm just gonna steady work on the settings on this new steering wheel system I got and try to really fine tune it and dial it in. Several weeks. I mean, I've had better luck on the Logitech stuff, which is funny to me, but things take time to get gelled in, and I think that's what I'm going to do is just work on that, really get the settings down, and hopefully, come back off a break. We'll have us a good piece.
There we go, man. We'll see you after the break, Bubba.
Yes, sir, Matt. Have a blessed one, man. Appreciate it.
All right, have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go. Jimmy coming home second here tonight. We'll let him go. But, man, what a run there for Jimsters here tonight. That was insane. And just overall, insanity here. 42 points. The gap going to open up again after tonight at Dover. We'll get P3 in here. O'Kale down here to talk to him. Where is O'Kale tonight? Don't see Kale in Discord. That's unfortunate. Let's talk about points, shall we? All right, leaving Dover. Now the points gap going to extend again here after 5 rounds in the season. So keep that in mind. I mean, dang on, man, it's won 4 out of 5 here this season. So what is it going to look like here going into next year? Thank you, or next week at Homestead. But keep in mind that race is going to be just a little bit away. We're going into off week. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.